Hello, welcome to the G-Puncher tutorial. This tutorial is about how to do the layout from a print. And you can see the part. The part has 10 inches in X and 10 inches in Y. And it also has 4 flanges coming up at you, which is the size is 3 inches. And it has a circular pattern. As you can see, it's an Avron. And it has a square pattern, which is a round half of an inch. The main base has 5 holes, one in the middle, which is 5 inches, and 4 holes at the corners, typical, 1 inch and 1 inch, and each is 1 inch. Each is 1 inch diameter. So we're gonna do the layout from this print, okay? So we're gonna start. We're gonna say file, and say new blank, correct? And, as I said, it was 10 by 10, so I'm going to leave it like it is, and I'm going to start with a dotted line, and I just click OK. So it goes to the sheet, so we're going to go back to the part design, where we're going to start designing the flat pattern. And there we go. We have a 10 by 10 inches base, and right away we're going to insert the holes that you were looking at the part tutorial, okay? I'm going to start with clicking the circle command, and I put the one in the middle. And I'm going to type in its coordinates, 5, 5. So we're right in the middle of the base. Now it needs a radius, a diameter, but I'm just going to click it. And then I'm going to come here and fix it. 5 inches and press enter. You always got to press enter on any box where you change a value, no matter what box is, okay? Don't forget to press enter. Now I'm going to add the 4 holes at the corners, which the first one on the left bottom corner coordinates is 1, 1, and I'm going to press enter. And as you can see, I'm going to do it a little different. This one, I'm going to control the radius or the diameter. And we have keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And I'm going to type in 0.5, which is half of the diameter, and I'm going to press the letter R as in Robert, as in radius, and there we go. It became a 1 inch diameter, and you can see it here. Keyboard shortcuts. You can always get help and see what the letters do. And like the letter C as in zebra, activate the zoom in command. The one we use is the R, lacks the radius at any geometry, and that's the one that we use to create a hole. Okay. Now continuing with the training, I'm going to mirror this hole 4 times at the 4 corners, which is typical. So let's use the grouping and the mirror command and make a box. I'm going to find the center of the part, and of course it's right in the middle. I do a right click and find the center of that hole, and do a left click to grab it. And now if I need to mirror this feature to the 4 corners, so I'm going to say keep group, so I can do so. I'll do left click here, left click to carry on the command. And sure enough, now what's next? Next is to add the 4 flanges coming at you. When you bend it, you're going to be looking at these 4 flanges coming at you, and we're going to do so. We have a menu, a command here called side flange. Immediately he asks you for a bend deduction. You're going to find out that that's what you're going to use for 16 gauge, okay? And let's think about this part about 14 gauge. So around for 14 gauge in your shop you might be using 110 thousandths. I'm going to press enter, and the flange is 3 inches. So make sure once you set your bend deduction and flange, the height of the flange, all you got to do is click the lines. It's going to ask you inside or outside. Of course, we want it on the outside, and you go on. Okay? Simple. No big science on this. Okay, you got the 4 flanges coming up at you, and you can easily verify them. As you can see here to here, you're going to see your bend deduction, and from the outside to outside, this is your flange size. Okay, 3 inches, and it's the same for the 4 flanges. I'm going to delete all the text, and we're going to keep going. Okay, you saw we have the square pattern around this area, and that's what I'm going to add. I'm going to click on construct. Actually, let's do let's do this. I'm going to show you how to move your origin point. That is two origin points. We're going to use the movable origin point right now, and I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so you see what we do. I'm gonna place it right at the corner. Okay, let me go back and say move origin, place it right at the corner, and from there we're gonna create our square grid. Okay, so I'm gonna say construct, and it's a circle. We click on circle, and the coordinates are 5 to the right and 5 up. So I'm gonna say 5, 5, and press enter. Okay, I made a mistake. It's okay to do mistakes. Just get out and come back in and say 0.5, 0.5. Okay, make sure the values are correct and press enter. Now this point is asking for the diameter, so I'm gonna say half of it, 0.25, and press the letter R for radius as the shortcut describes it. Okay, the keyboard shortcuts, and I just press the letter R as in Robert. There we go. We have our first hole. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and now the next thing, we have a command here on construct called square pattern. I'm going to grab the hole, and the distance in between the holes is 0.650, 0.650. Type it in and press enter, okay? And what you do, so all you got to do is drag your cursor along and count the holes, okay? I want 4 in X and 8 holes in Y. And you can see it, you can see the number on the right upper corner, okay? So I'm going to do a left click to carry on. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to go back and see the full part. You can go here and say zoom fit, which is okay. Okay, or you can use the letter, you go to the description and keyboard shortcut, you could use the letter F as in Frank, okay? Which is quicker. So let's keep going. Now I'm going to add the circular pattern around this area. And for that, I'm going to construct, that one was an around, and I'm going to click on around, okay? And I'm going to zoom in on that area. As I said, you can always move your origin point, but we have two types of origin points, okay? So I'm going to be using what a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to press the letter O. Remember, it's described on here keyboard shortcuts. And I'm going to do a right click to start snapping to points, and I'm going to place it on the outside of the flange. Now I know the coordinates for the you got to place it right in the middle of the circular pattern. Okay, so I'm going to say 1.5 comma minus 1.5. There we go. The around is going to be right in the middle. At this point, what's next? Next is to lock up the angle. So you can always lock up. Typing in the angle, I'm going to say 0 and press the letter A as in apple, as in angle. So you lock up your around at 0 degrees, and you can see it on the right upper corner box. Okay, angle it says 0. It's like that. It's not going to change. Now what I need is the length. Remember, your origin point, your temporary origin point now is in the middle of the around. So what is it that you're going to do? Well, type in the length from the middle to the end point. If it's going to be half of an inch, type in 0.25, and you can always press the letter R for lock up the radius or length, or press the letter X. As general, I would use the letter R because it works in any angle. So I'm going to press letter R, and as you can see, is on the right upper corner it says 0.5 length. Now we need the width. It is a quarter of an inch, so I go type in half of it, 0.125. In this case, I'm going to press the letter R again. And as you can see and you do a left click. And as you can see, it's a half of an inch by 25, by quarter of an inch, okay? Right, now we need to convert it into a circular pattern. So we're going to say construct, circular pattern, and I'm going to grab it. Now I know it's 1 inch in between holes for the starting hole of the circular pattern. So I'm going to say 1, 0. You got to see that the temporary point now is in the middle of the pattern. You can see it right there. So that's why I say 1, 0 and press enter. And then we go, my first hole starts as 1 inch away from the center. And then you drag along your cursor and get the amount of hole that you want to get. In this case, I want to get 8. I'll do a left click and it's fully done, okay? Now, as I say, you can always come and say zoom fit, but I'm not going to do so. I'm going to just use the letter F as in Frank, as in full view, okay? And it's described on help, keyboard shortcuts. We're almost done. Now, all I need to do is to construct the outside profile that I want to punch. If I punch it like this, it's gonna, when you bend it up, it's gonna crash. So I gotta cut a material thickness here and a material thickness here. There is two ways to do it. We're gonna do the first way on this corner and the second way on this corner. In fact, you might find out later that you can do many ways, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna use is to use the parallel lines. And I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna press the letter C as in zebra, as in zoom in and get there. And I'm going to do the offset, okay? The parallel lines. Matter of fact, I made a mistake. We said it was 14 gauge. I'm going to delete it. As I said, it's okay to do mistakes. And I'm going to go back and say parallel lines. And I'm going to type in 0.074, okay? And I'm gonna offset that line. Next, I'm going to convert it into a solid line. I'm going to use the edit command. With the edit command, you can change any geometry, anything. As you can see, a bar comes up for the parameter with the parameters for this line. And you can change it, okay? Any parameter. In this case, I just want to set the line type to solid. Now I'm going to click on the other one, and easier, you can always click only on the also on the little button here and say. Just click it and it's going to convert it to solid line. Now, I'm going to zoom in, press the letter C as in zebra, as in zoom in. As you can see, the lines pass each other. So I'm going to press the letter P as in Peter for previous view. You could always do the previous view here, but let's use the letter P as in Peter, okay? And we get back to the last view. And you can keep going and press the letter P over and over, and it will switch between the last two views, okay? At this point, I'm going to use the trim extend command, and I'm going to trim this one up to this one, and this one up to this one. And you pay attention now, it trim it, okay? I'm going to zoom in so you can see it's trimmed. Now they meet each other. I'm going to press again the letter P for previous view, letter A for full view. And now I need to do, I'm going to use the second method on this corner, okay? So I'm going to zoom in. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to draw it. I'm going to say multi-line. As I said before, you can move your origin point. This, by pressing the letter O, the temporary origin point takes priority over the movable origin point, okay? So whatever you type in is going to come off from this temporary origin point. So I want to go 60 thousandths up. So I'm going to say 0.060, okay? And I'm there. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a right click to lock up to that line. You can always lock up or not by right click. Now it's free. I'm going to do another right click. I can lock up to any point. If you do another right click, it's free. The cursor is free. Right click. I'm going to lock up. At this point, I'm going to see the length in X. So I'm going to say, you can see it on the right upper corner box. Okay, and it says 2.89. But I want to go plus 60,000. So I'm going to say plus 60 and then comma. That's what I want to move in X direction. I don't want to move in Y, reminding you that the temporary origin point takes priority and it is on the other end at the end line. Of course, I want a straight line. I don't want to move this line to move in Y direction, so I'm going to say 0, okay? And press enter, and there we go. That's exactly where I'm going to be. In matter of fact, it should have been 74 thousandths. As I said, okay, to do mistakes, I'm going to start all over. And I'm going to say construct multi-line, press the letter O again, and say 0.074. And don't forget that the thickness, I'm going to lock on that line again, 2.89 plus 0.074 to get it right. Don't move in X, 0, and press enter, okay? Now I'm going to do a right click. At this point, I can see the length in Y, and I can do the same. Just type in 0 and minus 2,964, which would be okay. And it is in the back. You can see it there. But I'm going to do a different way. I'm gonna lock up the Y direction. How do I do that? I press the letter Y, so I'm going to press it. As you can see, you can try to move, and it doesn't move in Y direction because I press the letter Y. And you can see on the right bottom corner, the coordinates, the letter Y has the AOL in between parentheses, which means it's locked up, okay? Don't forget that your origin point, your temporary point takes priority, and it is on the other end of this line that we're making. And I don't want this to move in X. I wanna do a straight down line at 270 degrees. So what I can do is type in 0 and press the letter X because I don't want it to move in X. Okay, so I press X and there we go. We got that line without typing any number. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is gonna press the letter F as in Frank for full view. And to finish up this part, I'm gonna mirror this detail or this detail to this corner, okay? So I'm gonna say grouping, mirror, and I'm gonna get in the box where I wanna mirror. Of course, the center of the part is the center of this hole. So I find the origin point and do a left click. Now I'm gonna mirror two parts. If I click right now, the command is gonna dissolve. I don't wanna do that. I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna say keep group, and I'm gonna do a left click there and a left click there. Now all I gotta do is connect the line, right? There is a command here called in system option called hidden lines. I'm gonna turn them off. In the hidden lines we don't see it no more. It makes it easy to connect the lines, okay? And no big science on this, connecting the lines, right click, left click, right click, left click, okay? And I'm gonna turn the hidden lines back on. I'm gonna go system, oops, sorry. Okay, to do mistakes, I'm going to say general options, hidden lines on, and the hidden lines come back, okay? Now, I need to mirror these patterns to the right, to the left side, so I'm gonna use the mirror command again. Find the center in X of the mirror, my mirror command, which should be there. And I'm not gonna turn on the keep group, this option, because I don't wanna keep the group. I just need to do once. And I do a left click when I see it there, okay? And I'm fully done with the part, exactly what the training part at the beginning was. Hopefully this show you how to do easily the flat pattern on any project. But if you wanna find out, call me. My name is Joe Torres. You can call me at 209-740-4682. And I will be glad to do an online demonstration for the software. The software is fully professional software, and it can do whatever any other software can do, okay? The only difference is the price. We really have a good deal, okay? Thank you, I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you, bye-bye.